Welcome to the post-shift of Goon Nights at Freddy's, a little retrospect about a year later from the original GNAF, as well as a little discussion about the sequel to GNAF, GNAF 2, Ruin. My name is Jimmy, the keeper of GNAF 1 and the content creator of the local Game Master on YouTube. Joining me for this little retrospective is all of our players, as I've dragged them here for a little session 0 and didn't give them much insight as to all we would be talking about. So allow them to introduce themselves with a little fun fact about their characters.
Hey, I'm Joey. I'm playing the animal collector, the alligator gatherer, Leo Ryan. And fun fact about Leo Ryan today is that he's been having really bad nightmares, so in order to combat this, he's been trying to give himself sleep apnea so that he wakes up in the middle of his night and interrupts his dreams. So he's gained like 200 pounds since we've last seen him.
What? This takes place immediately after his 5 days.
He's been bitching so hard.
So he's just got sleep apnea?
He's an anxiety eater too, so it's been really easy to pack on the weight. He's
bulking.
He's been chowing down, yeah.
This will be important in a little bit.
My name is also Joey, and I play the good boy, Danny Enron. The good boy. Fun fact about Danny is that he has a permanent, vertical slit in his left eye. When he was younger, he put on swim goggles wrong and jumped in a pool with too much chlorine, and it rubbed him the wrong way, and he can never grow hair through the middle part of his left eyebrow.
He looks so cool.
My name's Joe. I play Joey Crowbar. And Joey Crowbar, fun fact about Joey Crowbar is he's scared of growing ear hair. You know, his old uncles and all these get this ear hair coming out their ears, just like disgusting. And I was like, there's no way that I'm ever gonna want to grow ear hair.
You and me both.
And of course, guys, a little fun fact for me. I'm not going to do this every single time, but I put a lot of work into the preparation of this thing, so I dyed my hair purple for this kickoff of GNAF 2 Ruin.
And it's bitchin'.
And every week he's going to be dyeing it a different color.
My hair is going to be in such poor condition after all of this.
Last episode, it's bald.
Yeah, last episode I shave it all off. Yeah, I was going for full purple guy vibe here, so I'm wearing a purple shirt. It's just all purple, very thematic, and we're not even starting today, unfortunately. So let's begin this off with a little poll so the audience understands your guys' experience. Now, how much did you guys know about Five Nights at Freddy's before playing GNAF 1? The first, obviously, Good Nights at Freddy's 1.
I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I played the first 3 games a little bit, and that's all I knew. I didn't look into the lore or get into that really. I just saw Markiplier videos. That's my knowledge base.
And if you don't look into the lore, you don't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I tried to watch a lore video in advance. In addition to and I could make it 5 minutes into it. I just couldn't do it. And I watched some video of somebody playing it or something, and it's just I had basically nothing coming into it.
Yeah, and I was pretty much the same way. I mean, I didn't even know what FNAF was. I had to look it up, and then I'm still didn't even know what it was. And then I did see the movie.
Okay.
I did wind up watching the movie because I was like, well, I'm going to play a game. I gotta figure out what this is even about. And I was lost even after that. But
I couldn't imagine that would actually help with understanding the lore of it.
Yeah,
having watched the movie, I could tell you probably just as confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to say I didn't enjoy it, though. It is fun.
Oh, yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, once I kind of started to get into it, I did look a lot more into it, and it's very impressive what such a simple concept for a game can build into, and there's just absolutely hours and hours of lore and information behind it that I can't imagine how some people can juggle. It's crazy how in depth the story you can get from just let me look down this hallway and flash a flashlight. That's the game.
Yeah. And so in preparation to a lot of this, I had been learning a lot of the lore presently when we made the original GNAF. And so I was definitely misinterpreting some of the lore too, because a lot of the lore is based on theories that some people have. So if you just click on the wrong video and learn the wrong, like a theory that's not well accepted, you would have no way of knowing based on how they deliver this information. And so like I should have been more familiar with the toy animatronics, because then stating that like, oh, Danny would probably know more about those toy animatronics, which I think we could safely say he probably does, and maybe in some way just knows about them, but maybe it wasn't pertinent because it wasn't something he was thinking about. I don't know. Could be whatever Danny comes up with.
I have something cool to add. So this was kind of like a thing of the time, but anytime a new game would come out, you could go to the creator's website and it would be like just a black screen. But if you turned up the brightness, you could see images and dates and names, and like people just put that together to like put together the lore. I'm pretty sure like there'd be the purple guy's name. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there'd be like dates and stuff and little Easter eggs all over the website whenever a new game would come out. And I think it's just like taking breadcrumbs and making bread out of it.
As the lore expert, I can tell you his name is Robert Afton.
Robert Afton, yeah.
Is that correct? Is that wrong?
Wait, it's William Afton, right?
Is it William? It's
William.
Oh, William.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking in my head, I was going to make a joke of his name is Robert Paulson from Fight Club.
I believed you. You had so much confidence. I was like, that's,
I believed it. I was ready. I was like, I'm a lore. Come on, I got this. Yeah.
The fact that you built it up with "I'm a lore guy." I was gonna say like the equivalent
really well. Fast talk.
The equivalent of like Five Nights at Freddy's lore, like people that explore how deep the lore is also the equivalent of the people that explore 21 Pilots lore, which I am an avid fan too, so I know how in depth the lore goes. It's insane because the fan base is so dedicated to the lore.
A band has lore. What did it come from a planet?
I'm gonna send you an 8-hour video and you just do a little dive.
Oh no, I get it. I've gone down a YouTube rabbit holes on all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I get it.
I will bring up some of the concepts that appeared in GNAF 1 that might have gone over some of people's heads, which might be something that
like
I
us?
should bring up. Yeah, maybe you guys, maybe people listening. For one, Project Stargate. So this is actually and was actually a CIA project that existed in the late 70s and basically was the CIA researching telepathy, remote viewing, and other forms of anomalous phenomena. Basically just like remote viewing and even like teleportation and shit like that. Just like exploring extreme parts of the psyche. So the only difference between all of it is I mashed together like the actual like Stargate TV show, which involved people taking ancient portals to the other planets.
Actual CIA stuff.
Actual CIA stuff. So yeah, the idea of like the CIA investigating like the concept of remnant, which we touch on in the first series, was kind of like built together hand in hand with combining those things together. So we did mention also Jonathan Enron being the father of Danny Enron. Now the big name here is the Enron Company. If you knew them, they were notorious for one of the biggest accounting scandals ever. Joey, do you want to take the lead on this one?
Yeah, as the lore expert on Enron, essentially they convinced a bunch of people to invest in their company with promises of returns and dividends in the future. And they were using this, like the theoretical investment to invest further. And then when nothing came through, their whole company started to collapse. Right before it did, all of the people on the top cashed out really quickly of all the stock so that they would, keep their money.
Yeah, it's like investing in crypto. So
Hey, I had some.
Sorry, that was a cheap gag. I'm sorry. Cult of the Golden Dawn. So that's not a canon creation from FNAF. That was my own thing that I made up with. I just liked the idea of like the cult aesthetic with Springtrap because, thinking about someone that promised people immortality for just subservience. I thought those kind of blended well together with
good.
When immortality's on the table, what wouldn't people be doing?
I'm down. You just heard about this. The Chinese are doing something with monkeys, reversing their ages. Yeah. Actually,
this is when I come back to the retrospective a year from now and be like, what was he doing?
No. They did some stem cell stuff with some monkeys, and boom, they're reversing their ages.
Yeah. So questions FNAF fans might have in all of this is one, where is Henry Emily? Well, he is a character in the world, but he might not
lore expert?
necessarily. He might not.
Was that one of the people we killed?
Now, Henry Emily might not necessarily have the same name. Also, the players would have had to
it's a colonel.
investigate. They would have had to investigate to learn any info on him.
Which we didn't.
Yeah, which they didn't. So maybe they can look into learning about that in the future. I'm sure people want to get an idea of what to expect for the sequel. And like all successful sequels, the most important thing to do is to expand the world and further develop the existing characters. So with that, I had to kind of eschew the original formula of the actual night-by-night concept. And the sequel is going to more so tailor towards the actual investigation of the Afton legacy, meaning the players will likely be interacting with both the past and the present of the current timeline. So be prepared to experience multiple FNAF games, not just one additional FNAF game.
Got it, because we so easily and cleverly handled one game. I definitely didn't Google Henry Emily.
Now, there was some other things I did. I did tie Leo Ryan to Poppy Playtime in the last game. And I definitely leaned further into it this time. And the good news is I actually went and studied up on Poppy Playtime.
Holy crap, that's
lore.
a real thing
Yes, that is a real thing.
in the lore. I mean, not like there's actual. Never mind.
So the only canon retcon that I have to make in this entire first series is I was going to change that Leo Ryan's family is involved with Playtime Company is what I originally said, but because it's Australian in my world, we're going to call it Barbie Time Company. And that's the only big change. I
Wanted to say it with the accent.
Oh, sorry, it's a Barbie Time Company.
You said it just like he did. That was awesome.
That was perfect.
Fluent.
Good in Australia.
Lastly, I'm going to be tying the movie Inception in. Just a small note on that one. So
That's a small note. I mean, I went back and rewatched the movie and like a 2-hour breakdown of the 3-hour movie.
So if you haven't watched
So it better be a big part of this.
I would check it out.
Because I got my Inception, whatever you want to call it, lore.
Your pendant or whatever.
I was leaning
That's my
further.
crowbar. My crowbar's my, what do you call them? Not pendant, totem.
Your totem.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, everybody, what would your totem be if you were in Inception?
Well, hey, guys, don't. This might be a thing that comes up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I just...
Your real thing?
in real life.
Not Joey Crowbar is going to be his
Yeah,
crowbar,
you.
of course. But me?
Yeah.
I don't. Ooh, that's a good one.
If any of there's two of you, there's three of us in this room who are married, and you didn't say your wedding ring. That's crazy.
'Cause
wow.
that's- 'cause
I'm
that's from
dedicated to
the
my
show.
wife. I would say wedding ring.
Oh, wow.
What would you say?
Wow.
Not wedding ring? Interesting.
Yeah, wow. Well, because
Jimmy?
I would trap my wife in a dream somewhere.
I would pick my eternal love for my wife because it stands more than a simple wedding ring.
But it needs to be an item, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the marriage certificate.
There's nothing more important to my love than a legal document to a government.
You know what? I've heard people would argue that it's important, unfortunately.
So only 2 of the 3 married people would say a wedding
No,
thing?
I'm going to say this
do-
necklace that Jimmy just gave me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what about your FNAF security badge I gave you?
Actually, yeah. I take it back.
Kissing up to the game master.
Of course, Inception will play a little more into it. I'm just joking by saying it's a small note because it's such a big movie. I'm going to lean kind of into the idea of the dream theory that was created by Matt Pat, and I just wanted to... Inception seems like a fun way to take this,
Well, and
especially because
I've been telling Johnny Enron, our little kitty Enron here, that it's been all a dream the whole time. So
That's true.
I think
This
I
has
must
all
have
been
said
planned.
that. I think I must have said that 1,000 times in the last episodes.
I
Right?
believe, yeah.
Just a dream,
So
kid.
I'll go ahead and give a rundown of the Call of Cthulhu rules in the first night of GNAF 2, but basically our investigators have skills and stats that have points from anywhere between 1 and 99. When they need to make a skill check, they have to roll like 2 10-sided dice to determine the number they get. That number is below. If that number is below the points they have in the skill, they get a success. If it is below half of that skill, it is a hard success. I usually call this a great success because Borat. And if the result is 1/5 of the score, it is an extreme success. For example, if your jump skill is a 50, a 25 or lower is a hard success, and a 5 or lower is an extreme success. The investigators have other skills and abilities like luck and insanity, and they lose insanity when they experience anything that is, in a sense, wrong. And this can lead to madness and even their actual backstory changing. That is a big, important part of Call of Cthulhu. And in the investigation we're running, the characters will have slightly more health than before, but the standard rule for being injured badly will still apply. And additionally, each of them had their insanity restored, as well as their luck. And my logic will be that the CIA brainwashing and smooth harmonican jazz of Danny and Ron will help restore their sanity from the experience they had from the original horror game. But this is all really just to say that I have cooked up in my horror lab much worse things for them to have to deal with if they want to solve this investigation.
Yeah, and just like, come on. Like, just come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Like, bring it.
Listen.
Come on. Just come on. Yeah, don't start us off with how much sanity did you guys have in the last time we played?
Like none.
Like 2.
Yeah, I thought we were all dead.
Like this,
We could
this whole
spend the next 12 years of you guys in intense rehab if you want.
Is that how?
So you
Is that how it goes in the real game? I mean, really? How do people
audience,
play
what do
this
you want?
game?
Is this what you want?
So yeah, if you
Go
guys
therapy.
follow the rules exactly for Call of Cthulhu, what you would have to do, you can have your character admitted into a ward, and they can have to go through therapy for long periods of time to restore their sanity.
Oh my god, it would actually be really good to see Leo Ryan like
Yeah, let's do this.
regain
Let's
control
do this.
of like
The next
legs
session
or
should
something.
just be us being
You know,
in
just like
therapy.
learning to walk again. Yeah, like be very powerful.
That would do a lot of character building.
It could be a lot of character building there, yeah. So this is more for the sake of the audio medium, though. So you guys are on the rush path of you guys will get some CIA bullshit.
But maybe it was all just a dream.
You got main
was
character
just a
plot.
dream.
Yeah.
So this is all to where I set you guys up for the fact that you're waking up from
Yeah,
a
we just-
freaking Inception right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, we just flipped the pulsar one more time. And we went into the water and boom, we woke up.
As a whole, this investigation that you guys are doing is going to lean a lot heavier into the players actually investigating things. I'm not going to be saying, hey, your night shift is here, go here. It'll be along the lines of they're going to have to say, where should we go next is going to be the more of the direction of this. They have to figure out what they have to do. And so
Radio Shack. We got to check that dude out.
Carlos,
It's gonna be hours and hours of Radio Shack.
we're going to talk to Carlos for hours.
Yeah.
He could be an essential NPC you guys just missed.
We've tried to investigate every NPC.
Do need to fix your sentence. You said he could be? No, he is.
He is the essential.
He's the glue holding this together.
He's
wind beneath my
piece of the
wings.
puzzle just missing. So with that, I think that's going to be the end of our little retrospective and look at GNAF 2. I don't want to spoil too much stuff. We haven't even recorded yet. We're just setting aside. We're going to set aside dates for when to record too and actually run the game. So that should be pretty fun. I want to thank all of you for checking this out. And if you're watching this without having watched GNAF 1,
What are you doing?
yeah, what are you doing? Go watch it.
Scram.
Scram on out of here and watch it.
Scamper away. Come on.
So we're gonna plan our dates out for the sessions we'll record, and we will see you guys night 1, which I have said is set to release winter of 2025/2026. So between November and February time is what I'm shooting for.
So we got some time to figure out what this FNAF thing is.
You guys will be recording much before that. You guys are gonna be having this. I'm going to be editing for months.
I got 24 hours.
You guys
How
have
many nights are at Freddy's?
All right, guys. Thank you.
Big dogs in the house.
Yeah.